Welcome back, Ink Chasers, for another tips, tricks, and tutorial video. This was really just going to be more kind of like me kind of talking, not really showing any cards or anything. So, um, something that I wanted to share with everyone is my spring training sending. And at the end, I'll also add a little extra for like my cutoffs for sending as well during the season and stuff like that. But um, spring training normally starts the Wednesday, Thursday of Valentine's. That's when pitchers and catchers report. I think let's see, I'm looking at the calendar here. Yeah, the 13th is a Wednesday, so some teams start reporting on the 13th, some teams start reporting on the 14th. Me personally, I mail out the Monday before. So this year I will be mailing my spring training out on the 11th. Actually, I'll be put them in the mailbox on the Sunday before, but they won't go out till Monday. Um, I mail out so many, I'm actually drop them off at the post office because I don't want don't want to give my mailman a heart attack, or he just dump them off somewhere instead of not saying that they do that, but I do wonder sometimes. I see a lot of my stuff not coming, and everybody else is coming, and vice versa. But so I send off the Monday before Valentine's. Now the exception is on years where the WBC, because they start earlier, and then it just goes the same. That you find out when pitchers catchers start, and I do it the Monday before. That gives them, gives the envelopes 2 to 3 days to get there. Um, some little inside information. I've had friends who were in minor leagues that reported. I've known, watching a few YouTube videos of people who are in the majors or in the minors as well, reporting as well. A lot of them are actually there earlier, like around the first part of February. They'll get like apartments set up and stuff, but they're not necessarily reporting to the fields. They're not supposed to report until the this year, like I said, the 13th and 14th. But so you could send them earlier, but you also have that risk of they getting lost in the shuffle of everybody moving in, equipment moving in, and stuff. So I try and send them off that week when they start reporting. Um, as far as when I stop sending to spring training before, well, usually the last weekend of March, or sorry, the last weekend of February, the first weekend of March, something like that. So my deadline is I will not send off any more past March 2nd this year. By then, they're already starting to kind of weed out some of the people who aren't going to make the team. They're going over the different fields. And things with the complex is you have minor leaguers are on a different area than the ones that are on the 40-man roster. So they're in two different sections. You have to know kind of where they are. The minor leaguers, sometimes they stick around a little bit longer, but you're not always sure which facility they're going to be at. Sometimes they might be at this one if they're right on that cusp of maybe getting in, maybe not. So you just have to kind of pay attention. As far as where I send to, if it's somebody that's on the 40-man roster or somebody on the non-roster invitee list, and these lists you can see on every one of the pages for the major leaguers or for the teams, I send it to the stadium. You send it to where they play, and you can find all those addresses. You can find all of them on the major league teams' websites as well. Now, if you're wanting to send to somebody who is in the minor leagues and they're not on the 40-man roster, it's a little more difficult. You have to search more for like the minor league complex or the actual, like, where they stay. Like, they do have like an area where they stay and they work out. But the ones that are more veterans and stuff, they're somewhere else. But yeah, I don't send out anything past that first weekend of March because it's this year. Like I said, it's gonna be the first and second, just because you don't know who's gonna be there, who's not, um, and you don't want to send it, too late, and then they don't get it until sometimes they if they're with the same team the next year, they'll get it the next year. So you might see some stuff like I've seen stuff before that I sent out last year not come in till this year, or that year. So I may be getting stuff from spring training from last year. I don't know, but um, then you have most minor league seasons starting that first week of April. So um, you don't want to send it out too late because you may not get it. So if you do want to send to somebody who's in the minor leagues, same way with any other ones. You look at the roster, find out which team they're on. You can send it to their home stadiums as well. Um, the the cutoff that I send to, like, um, for instance, I want to send to a Ranger. Ranger's my team, so I'm going to use them as an example. Once spring training's over, if I did or didn't get somebody and I'm still wanting to try and get them, I'll maybe try in the home stadium. I will send to them up to July 1st. I will not send out to any stadium. My cutoff is July 1st because that's whenever you started getting into the All-Star break, which is a lot of times you do see a lot of returns during the All-Star break. People are off, and then they start doing their mail. But you also see a lot of trades at that time. And I've been bit many times. Actually, I was bit last year as well. Um, I'm sent off to Jesse Chavez at the Rangers, and he got traded like the next day after I put it in the mailbox. Now, luckily, he's back with the Rangers this year, so maybe his mail's still there and it'll come back at some point. But yeah, I try and cut it off July 1st, and then let all the trades go on. Let everybody move things around. Let people get called up or whatever, and then August 1st, I might send out a few more, but I don't send a whole lot out past that. If a team's looking like they're going to be in the playoffs, then I may tend to send to them a little bit more because the players will be around longer than like the Rangers getting knocked out quick, not going to the playoffs. So yeah, that's kind of when I send. And like I said, with the WBC, it's the same factor. It's just I know they start earlier, so it's the same way. I just send them out the Monday before pitchers and catchers start, and then yeah, that's about it. If you want to know how I do my TTMs, just check out my tips, tricks, and tutorial playlist. I've got a video there. And then yeah, good luck to everyone. It's like I said, it's coming right up. Next week is the first, I believe. Yeah, next week's the 1st of February. So you're looking at 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks until spring training starts. So baseball season's right around the corner. Yeah, I think that's about it for this tutorial. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any questions, just post them down in the comments. And as always, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.